Hello and welcome back to me playing Dark Souls. Praise the sun! Ho, ho, ho. I am neglecting my job to discuss lore in this game. I've been neglecting it so horribly because I've been so deep into Dark Souls 2 right now. Now, I'm not trying to search for excuses. I still think that Dark Souls 1 is possibly a little bit better than Dark Souls 2. However, I don't know. I just find the gameplay dynamics to be much better in Dark Souls 2, and therefore I find it a bit hard to return to this game. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here now, and I'm gonna level up my endurance to 30, at which point I will not level it up anymore. I'll probably go with strength? Nah, maybe some vitality would never be that much of a unwanted resource. Speaking of which rings do I wear? I think I wear Havel and... oh, no, I don't wear Havel. I do not wear Havel, as the case might be. I do wear Havel now. Alright. Last time, we killed the Witch of Izalith. Soul of Bed of Chaos, Mother of Demons. Mother of all demons. This soul was found at the dawn of the Age of Fire. The Witch of Izalith attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons, and it is more than enough to satiate the Lord Vessel. I want to mention life because the intro cinematic says that there was heat and dark, heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. The Witch of Izalith got the soul of life. And we gotta get the soul of death. What the hell do you want me to do? I've gotta get the soul of death. The soul of light, of course, belonging to Queen. And to that point, we've got a helmet that's gonna aid us, or rather a mask, or a scarab that you put on the head. That's gonna help us. A loathsome parasite that inhabits Lost Izalith. It is completely mobile, yet still lives. When worn on the head, it emanates blinding light, which is why it is known as a sunlight maggot. Yeah, quite a peculiar thing. Actually, it kind of fits my armor, which is kind of ridiculous to say. Either way, we've been down in the Tomb of Giants before. We've been to the warpable bonfire, and therefore I can warp back. So that actually saved us a lot of issues on the way, because holy mother of God, Tomb of Giants, not my favorite area at all. You can still see Lost Izalith from here, by the way. Interesting how the world is made. But it's also interesting because you cannot really see the Tomb of Giants from here. We are literally above the bell of awakening in the Demon Ruins. But yeah, what can you do about it? Alright, so Pedges is still here. He's gonna move out once we defeat the boss, so there is that. We don't have to deal with him. We've done everything down here. What we have to do is proceed down here, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, we're gonna have some fun times with the beasties down here. First, let me find it, because I know they're... yeah. Hello! Fancy meeting you here, doggy. Oh man, this does so little damage. Okay, these guys are complete pains in the butt. Their attack are so sporadic, it's hard to dodge, hard to block. If you attack, you're likely to get hit. So make sure to be always full health when attacking them, or do not attack them at all. Now here there is gonna be an asshole archer that is gonna shoot. There are some dogs, but more importantly, if you hear in the background, there's someone walking. Hello. It is a Black Knight of Gwyn. Oh yeah, that just... I shouldn't try reposting anymore. I should not... ow! There is nothing to gain from trying to repost here. We did get the Black Knight halberd though, so that's good. Keeping in mind, there is actually a Black Knight type of unit, which is never going to unspawn. Unspawn? He's always going to respawn is what I'm trying to get at. And therefore, you can still get stuff. I don't even know what I'm trying to get at, but... Hello, doggy. Holy fucking Jesus. These guys, man, these guys. I do believe you can drop down here. For the sake and purpose of it, we're gonna drop down a prism stone. Yeah, we can. If it screams in pain, it means that you cannot drop down, simply put. It's like, bling! You're like, you're welcome to jump down there, chosen undead. But if it's like, Rah! Don't do it. Just don't do it, okay? Don't be a sacrificial idiot. Okay, so this is actually a big ambush ahead. We're gonna two-hand our weapon and, God forbid, I'm probably gonna die. Get the covetous silver serpent ring, oh my god. I shouldn't have rolled so many times there, but worked out. I live. I wanted to take them out in one fell swoop, but not a thing. Not a thing. Ow. Bone columns. Oh man. You can farm pretty well for white titanite chunks for better divine weaponry, but eh. Implying I don't see you, man. Implying I don't see you. Can I probably can drop down there, but for sake and purpose of it, actually, let us put some of our prism stones, which I have lots of, right over here. Yeah, that sounds familiarly secure. Okay, where now? Where to now, comrade? I think this is also safe. Yeah. Reasonably safe. Let me drink this Estus because I see that there is quite a fall. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't half as bad as I presumed it would be. And this is a very... no, this is not the very interesting item I wanted to say, talk about, but no. One moment. We're gonna find that item. This place is like a... I don't even know how to define it. Yeah, I just skipped the bonfire. Believe it or not, I just skipped the bonfire casually. Oh, this place. Let's just say that the map of this place, the mental map of this place, is not something that is very clear to me. But there is a second bonfire here, and there is a bunch of these guys. You don't have to aggro them. Oh, no, you don't. Yeah, I think this is more like it. Why that night chunk? No, this is not the item I was talking about. I think it's someplace. The bonfire should be here. Yeah, that's a familiar face that I love to see. Oh, bonfire lit. I'll have to return here briefly after I get that item, by the way, because I want to turn human, because there is an NPC invasion that we want to undertake. Don't go up there. Don't aggro those guys, gents. Just don't do it. Don't. Oh my god. Where is that item? I swear to god, I'm missing something very obvious here. Sometimes you can even see it from the edge. Which, by the way, I don't. Was it before the bonfire? It might be before the bonfire. Oh, hello. You know. Oh, no. Don't aggro the dogs, guys. Just don't aggro the dogs. Who let the dogs out? Don't friggin' aggro them. Don't be an idiot like I was. Alright. Where am I? Where am I walking? Is this it? Please don't roll down. Oh, thank the Lord. Let's return to the bonfire real quick. Alright, I call shenanigans there. First, let's see the shield. Effigy Shield. Frightful occult shield. Defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the Occult once attempted to steal the powers of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. Very interesting. Secondly, we got a ring that I never checked, which is actually a very nice ring. It gets you 20% more souls. The serpent is an imperfect dragon and symbol of the undead. Its habit of devouring prey even larger than itself has led to an association with gluttony. The silver ring engraved with the serpent rewards its wearer with additional soul for each kill. Similar to the gold serpent ring. Anyway, I'm gonna rest at the bonfire and I'm gonna reverse hollowing right now. And we're gonna do some NPC invasions. Oh yes we are. No, we're not doing the NPC invasion thing. It's the NPC that evades us. So I'm gonna run here. I won't be killed by any doggies today. Oh my god, there's so many of them there. Just walk, Lauron. Just walk. It's down here. There's a ladder. You don't have to go on the ladder. The drop doesn't kill you. Alright. Alright! We're fine. Almost. Of course, sooner or later I'm gonna be invaded by... Or rather, not... Yeah, well, sooner or later should be invaded by a friend. Anytime now. There we go. No! This guy, don't leave him space. He can wreck your shit, yo. Paladin Leeroy, other than probably being a an interesting Easter egg to Leroy Jenkins, he's also designed after Garl Vinland from the first game, and we're gonna discuss. First game? What first game? This is the first game of the Dark Souls series. Of Demon Souls, of the first Souls game. That's what I wanted to say. We're gonna discuss about that a bit later too, but later. First, let's check his shield, the Sanctus. Legendary weapon of the Way of White, granted to an undead paladin long ago. Once blessed with the protection of a white flame, but its power has all but faded, so that it provides only slight hit point recovery. We also got the Grant. It is a very heavy weapon, requires 50 strength if I'm not mistaken, and 40 fate? 30 fate, okay. Legendary weapon of Way of White granted to an undead paladin long ago. This mass of iron can only be lifted by those within human strength, but it is blessed and very effective against agents of the dark. So it is likely that they sent Leeroy to recover the kindling rights from Nito. Pinwheel stole them eventually, but that's neither here nor there really. What I'm trying to get at is... Ow. These guys are a bit tougher than the counterparts that we fought before, I do believe. I'm not 100% convinced, but I do believe that's the case. Speaking of which, we're gonna get surrounded right now. Or it might not be the case, actually. Before this guy turns against us. Okay, this guy should disappear, I do believe. This guy disappears. And do not be... Ugh. Okay, I'm just gonna walk through there. I don't think they can follow me here. They cannot. They're too big. That is actually a load of my mind, because the next part is kind of dickish. I'm gonna first unequip this. Secondly, I don't need this helmet. I'm gonna put on something. This helmet. Yeah, it's a bit darker, but you don't need it. See those guys? Those are all pinwheels. Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna use a humanity here. I have plenty of humanities, might as well. Alright, it's time to fight some pinwheels, and this time hopefully not die. Oh god, no, don't fall in the water. Oh god, run. Just run. Just freaking run. Babies everywhere. Oh my god. Babies everywhere. Needless to say, that spot over there is the best humanity farming spot in the game, bar none. But those babies have a tendency to toxify you really easily. I believe it's toxic damage that they do. It might be poison, but I don't know. Either way, I do know that I farmed there quite a while because I wanted to have 99 humanity with one character. Heart humanity, like the item, not the other. These guys, the pinwheels, don't only drop their masks, they also drop... Okay, it's toxic. They deal toxic. And my resistance to toxic is basically jack shit, so... Do excuse me while I run away. Also worth mentioning, the bodies of the babies disappear very steadily, so... if you want to farm humanity, you have to pick it up really quickly, so it is likely you're gonna get toxified. Very important. White Titanite slab here. So now you know more or less the locations of all slabs, except for the blue one, which I kindly didn't show to you because I probably would have died 20,000 times. Oh my god, baby. Not the baby. Alright, alright. This is all fine and good. And that's the boss fight, believe it or not. Oh yes it is. Soul of a hero. Don't mind if I do. Let's enter this boss fight wall. Alright, for this boss, same like the 4 kings, we're gonna wear all Havel. Call it cheesy, but I just call it safe. I don't trust this boss at all. It's one of those bosses that you're saying, yeah, it's kinda easy to kill, but at the same time I don't want to die to it, so you just go full Havels. I can medium roll with this, so that is actually very helpful. We're gonna S this up once I get down there. Can I survive down there? I would rather keep the Estises for the boss fight. If you didn't get it yet, this is... Gravelord Nito! We finally find someone of the great ones in his original form, but this is not in his prime, by the way. Oh my god, I totally knew that would happen, that's why I rolled there, but... Suffice to say, Nito has this tendency to shout, scream, like a little girl. And that is when he is going to impale the bejesus out of you. By the way, these guys, unless you're using a divine weapon, which I'm not, return to life. Kind of them. Luckily enough, if you kill Nito, they stop. Oh, the dodge! Okay, so this fight in full poise mode, he's gonna explode. Don't block. It usually does less damage if you block. I got blocked there. Please no blood loss. Please no blood loss. Save me, Nito. Save me. Okay. Everything's fine, I think. So, Poise basically owns this boss. They've made Poise really overpowered in this game, I reckon. Okay, I didn't miss it there. But by the way, you don't want to go too deep there. There are giant skeletons which are going to make your day worse. All day, all night, so do be careful of that. Nito is actually rather easy to dodge, but I mostly went full poise because I don't have any reliable divine weapon to kill this undead with. Otherwise, I could easily go without that armor, but that's gonna be it. I didn't even need all of the Estus classes then. By the way, I'm gonna try to do something fancy real quick. Yes! I didn't get the souls yet. Wait for it. Humanity. Wait for it. 72,000 souls. I got a 20% bonus there because I'm awesome. Or because I'm just cheesing the game, I suppose. Okay, so I quit the game there because there is an item in here that can be loaded in. It's that one. The Paladin set, and that is a great armor that I might end up using actually. Let me see if I can. Fast roll with a couple of pieces of this armor on. Suppose this is a bit too much already. Yeah, that would make sense. With the boots, with the let's say Wonder boots. Oh. What do I need to roll with this? 126 divided by 4 is 31.5? Yeah, 31.5. Nah, it's never gonna happen. I'm sad! I'm really sad, I'm bummed. Oh well, back to the crystalline armor for the time being. I suppose we're gonna level up a bunch of our endurance still. I can fast roll this way, yeah? Yeah. Alright. So the Paladin armor. Let's check its description anyway. Long ago, the Way of White produced its first undead, a paladin in golden armor. With the legendary treasures, Grant and Sanctus, Leeroy set out for Lauron, land of the gods, in the first undead mission of Way of White. He sought Gravelord Nito. He wanted to probably kill Gravelord Nito, but yet he turned him. Nito turned Leeroy, and Leeroy became a phantom of Nito. Let's check the soul of Nito, shall we? I think it's here. The first of the dead. This Lord Soul was discovered at the dawn of Age of Fire. Gravelord Nito administers the death of all manners of being. The power of this soul is so great that it satiates the Lord Vessel, despite the fact that much of its energy has already been offered to death. So, Nito, first of the dead, he brought death, he brought an end to all beings. Normally you'd think he's basically death in our world, but normally this would mean that he's a bad guy, right? He brings death. He's not. He's not a bad guy by any stretch. He's actually a very good guy. He wanted to end the life of those who deserved it, essentially. And that is actually quite a predicament, really, because think about it. You're undead. You do not die. So Nito failed. The curse of the undead is essentially the bane of Nito, and he gave much of his soul, much of his life, or rather death, went into giving death to beings, and then the curse came in, and then that is what happened. That is essentially what caused Nito to have trouble giving death. So he sacrificed a lot and gained nothing. He sacrificed a lot to do absolutely nothing. He could not stop the curse. He's a good guy. He is simply a guy that you might think is bad because, you know, he is full of skeletons and all that, but death, and all those that are undead, they want death. They want an end to their life. Hollowing is not death. That's something unnatural that makes them go crazy. And Nito is what would try to stop them. What tried to stop the curse. Makes you think. Really makes you... It's very interesting what he did, what all he did to give death to all beings. It's a natural process of life, you know. Life is followed by death, simply put. And Nito couldn't give it to them. So Nito's role was superfluous at that point. He was useless. Alright, I get more attunement slots that way, but nah, I'm gonna level up a bunch of vitality, I suppose. And a bit of that. And get about 60 health. Yeah, a bit more. That's gonna be fine. Alright, and we're gonna warp to Firelink. We're gonna talk to Frompt, and we're gonna go to the Fire Lake Chamber. By all standards right now, we can finish the game. It is basically completed. Like, we've defeated the 4 great ones, we can now fight the final boss. Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I didn't side with Frompt in this game. Let's go to the Abyss. Casually saying, let's go to the Abyss. Where do I go to the Abyss? The Abyss. The Abyss is usually the entrance to the Abyss. Yeah. We're gonna talk to Cath. We have all the souls.
If you wish, I shall grant the art of life drain.
No.
The legendary power of the Dark Lord.
No.
It can preserve your humanity while undead, and cast off the shackles placed upon your brethren.
No. I just want to warp.
Very well. Be still, and trust thy flesh to me.
Alright, let's skip this cinematic, disgusting cinematic, and here we are. We're gonna offer the souls to Lord Vessel. So this is the end game area, like, there is only one final boss after this area. We're not gonna go there yet. There is some stuff that needs to be done, a lot of stuff that needs to be done. This bonfire here now, or rather this Lord Vessel now, acts as a fully kindled bonfire. It gives us 20 Estus flasks. What we're gonna do is actually go to the parish. And next time we're gonna continue by killing the Hydra. It's a mini boss. It is not needed, but might as well. Because that is how you access the expansion content. Until then, bonfire, please. Be well. Bye! Praise the sun!